Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing a brand new mouse from NZXT. This is the Lift 2 Symm. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that, but we're going to take a look at it. We're also got a white mouse mat as well, and I asked for these in white because I thought I've never seen a white mouse, and I was very happy to also get a white mouse mat with it because I've never had a white mouse mat. Of course, I do wonder how this will dirty up over time, but you can of course get these in black as well. And you can see that it came well packaged, and this is the MXL 900, very wide, very nice. And of course, like I say, you can get this in black if you're worried about it staining, but yeah, very nice mouse mat. I might actually use it as an unboxing surface for myself in the future when I'm showing off like really colorful things and that. But let's go ahead and unbox the mouse that we're here for. So this is a extremely light mouse. As you're going to see, it's actually incredibly light. But this is the Lift 2 SYMM. I'm not sure if it's you pronounce the initials or if you're supposed to pronounce it as a word. And now I was going to use a knife to actually unbox it, but no, you can actually just peel these off and then boom, you're in. And this one's the white one. Again, you can get this in black as well, just like the mouse mat. So let's pop this out. And you can already see how light this is because it really refuses to come out of the box right away, just because it is light as a feather. So as you can see, pretty nice normal design. You've got your nice kind of a grippy scroll wheel there. You've got a button for changing modes. And on the left hand side, you've got two additional buttons that can be, of course, customized to your heart's content. Now you might be noticing, just like I was at this point, that you can see into the mouse from underneath there, and it is just entirely hollow. So we'll get onto that shortly. But yeah, this is an extraordinarily light mouse, and this is all that comes in the box as well as just the mouse. So there it is, looks very nice, and yeah, it has big windows on the bottom that look into a completely hollow mouse. They've even gone as far as getting a white PCB for this thing. And I'm thinking, how many people need to see the underside of their mouse and know that it's all white, and it's all white inside as well. So quite an interesting design choice. And it's not like they're actually saving a lot of weight here by having these holes, because it would just be thin plastic nonetheless. So yeah, it's quite a choice. I will say that for sure. Now let's run through some of the stats. So it is 58 grams, and she's capable of going up to 8,000 hertz for the polling rate, and a 26,000 dpi optical sensor. And then if you're a gamer that really has to like measure their latency, you can actually team this up with an NVIDIA G-Sync display to actually record response time, so you can like tune it as perfectly as possible. Now I will say there's one thing that I'm especially impressed with, and that's actually the cord. So with this mouse just being so light, if it had a normal cord, it would kind of drag. And this one is especially light. It is super impressive, and I do notice that they've definitely put some attention to detail in there. Now let's talk about the software. So it's NZXT Cam, and you just download this, and of course you can customize your mouse to your heart's content with all the different settings you could possibly imagine. This software seems to work pretty damn well. The only issue I did have is I like to not have software like this running all the time. So I usually update the mouse and stuff like that. And of course it saves to a profile on the mouse, which means you don't need the software, which is great. But I noticed that if I went into the task manager and stopped it opening this at boot up, as soon as I went back into the NZXT software to change something, it would always add itself back onto the boot up. You got to go into the settings for the app to actually switch that off and stop it from doing that over and over again. But other than that, the thing works great. Of course, it all saves to the mouse, and yeah, perfect. So very impressed with the software. It actually seems to run very well. I did check out some previous reviews, and it looks like they've significantly improved the software. It wasn't as good as this, and they do seem to be actively developing it, and they've improved it, which is nice. And of course, you can also set up different DPIs as well that you can switch to, and there's a total of 5 of them. So you can flip between these with the onboard button on the mouse, and you can customize these to your heart's content, to whatever you would like. And yeah, seems to work exceptionally well. Very nice mouse. And I chose to get the white one here because I wanted to see what a white mouse actually looks like. I've never had one before, but of course I would normally be going for a black mouse. I think this would be exceptionally good and look brilliant. But I do imagine this is going to like stain over time. But of course, if you've got a white setup or a white PC, you want to have a full theme, then of course you can go for this thing. And it certainly looks really good.